Good morning, St. Mark's, and God bless you. I am coming to you this Thursday morning with a few announcements. I want to first start off by saying Cindy Allen wants to thank each and every person that came out for Sunday brunch last week. I heard from others it was a huge success, and just glad folks were able to come out and have some good food and fellowship. Good for you to hang out and be together. Sandy wants you to know that not only was it a good turnout and a blessing, but there was much support and some earnings that came with that. And she's hoping to do it again really soon. And so God bless you to each and every one of you who made it out. We are fast approaching Palm Sunday and Holy Week. And so for Palm Sunday, I want to remind us that there is a palm parade and walk with Jesus. We're going to have lunch and two different walks, one at 12 p.m. and one at 1 p.m. All are invited. Please share with your loved ones, family, and friends. We'd love to have you come out and have that wonderful experience to just be in the atmosphere and in the midst to see what the conversation was, hear the reading of Pontius Pilate, narrated by our own Mark Slaughter, and just think it's going to be a good experience for all of us. And so you are welcome. Please extend an invitation to your loved ones and your young people. Bring them. I think that they will be blessed by the experience. I also want to remind us that as we approach Holy Week, that we have a change in our Bible study for Thursdays. Instead of us meeting on Holy Thursday, we'll be meeting on April 3rd at 11 a.m. instead of Thursday at 11 a.m. You'll also receive an email, and that will still be an E25. And so I want to invite you to do your reading early, come ready to have our final conversation about that study, as well as prepare our hearts for the rest of Holy Week. On Thursday, we will have Maundy Thursday service at 7 p.m. in McMurdo Hall. We will have communion. We will have a meal. And I think it'll be a good experience for us. We'll have a few table discussions. And so hope you can come out. If you find that you need transportation or support, please reach out. Call the church office no later than Tuesday at 1 p.m. Let Irene know, and we will do our best to get some rides for those who are not driving. I want to encourage you to come if you are able. And of course, Good Friday service is going to be at 6:30 p.m. We're going to have the seven last words of Christ, and that is always a time in fellowship, a time in the Lord, a time for learning and hearing and reflecting. So want to invite us all to come out for that. And then last but certainly not least, this coming Saturday, April 1st, which is also April Fool's Day, is an all-church landscaping day from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Mary Kahatsud has invited all to come. It is going to be an opportunity to help beautify the campus, clean up, pull some things, some roots. And you don't have to stay the entire time. I've been told you can come as long as you can. But if you haven't come out, please come out and support. We have a beautiful campus and a large campus. And so it takes a lot of folks to come out and do that work. And so I want to invite us to do just that. In transition, I want to lift up those who are home, who are not feeling well, those who are in nursing facility, those who are in transition, and those who are caring for loved ones. You are all in our thoughts and prayers. And so we do have a list of names, and we continue to pray for them and you, those who are not on the list. We are all walking and living one day at a time, and are in need of prayer. In and out of season, as the old saints used to say. And so I lift up before us this morning Millie Loudenstock, who fell last week, Brett Anthony, for holding in prayer, Galen Palmer for continuous recovery, Kathy Parker, Joanna Brownell, Dick Dale, Kay Stone, Jenny Baldoff, Olivia Jones, Joseph Mustafa, Doris Olson, Lois Adamek, Paul Blankenship, Charlotte Garner, Lucy Jeffries, Bill and Marilyn Mackinsane, and Peggy Smith. And just want to continue to hold the Enoch family in prayer for the loss of their 16-year-old son, Jalen. We've had a number of national incidents and shootings and violence in the communities, local violence. And just want to say to families on both sides, families of perpetrators and families of those who have lost loved ones, my heart is with you. It is difficult. It is not easy. It is painful. Grief is hard, and traumatic grief is even harder sometimes because it's layered. There's so much stuff connected to it. And I trust that God is with you, praying for your comfort, praying for your strength, and praying for those of us who are impacted on a regular basis. And what I'd like to say to us is that I believe prayer is effective, and yet we're called to action, called to be a voice, called to write a letter to our legislators, called to do meaningful work in our communities, to do some education, to humanize each other, to really address the root causes of violence and anger, and not just talk about it, but be intentional about making a difference in our communities and our societies. That is the only thing that's going to stop this. I feel like enough is enough. And I won't go on about the social political implications or even those that finance violence and murder all over this country. But I will say, as people of faith, believers, those on a journey, um, wherever you're located, you have an opportunity to make a difference with your voice, with your pen, with your laptop, just being active, being a witness in the community. And so I would invite you to be in prayer and reflection in terms of what God might be calling you to in this season, and how you might walk with families, how you might walk with communities, how you might impact legislation, how you might make a difference to keep our community, all of us, including our young people, safe. As we journey toward the cross, I know many of us have been in reflection, and I want to invite us to continue in that vein and staying before God, reading our devotions daily, listening for what the Spirit is saying to us. This morning in my devotion, I came across Colossians chapter 1, verses 11, and Apostle Paul is talking to the church in this very small community of Colossae, and ministering to them. He had not been there, he did not establish that church, yet he respects the church. They're in a community that was known for its fabric, and um, the people were having a tough time with religious mixing and varying ideas. And Paul is speaking to them, and he says to them, "We pray that you may be strengthened and invigorated with all power according to his glorious might, to attain every kind of endurance and patience with joy." And I offer that to us right now, today, where we are, whatever we might be going through. Life might be extremely great right now. I still pray that God would still rest on you and give you the spirit of endurance to go through, and to be a presence of light and love, and to have comfort right where you are. I continue to pray for your strength and your joy and your comfort and your love, and hope that we will see you on both Saturday for the All Church Landscaping, and Sunday for sure for Palm Sunday, the Walk with Jesus, and brunch, if you're able to stay for the meal after the walk. May God bless and keep you. Take good care, St. Mark's Community.